Well, when Ireland first went into lockdown in March 2020, musician Patrick Dexter began posting videos of himself playing the cello for family and friends to help brighten up their day.
1 year on, the open-air recitals shot outside his picturesque cottage in Mayo have been viewed millions of times. Before we chat to Patrick, here is a flavour of his incredible music that has brought so much joy to so many.
Patrick, good morning. Where do you live? Wow. Look at the scenery, the setting, and your dog as well. What incredible view. Whatever about the music.
Good morning to you both. Yes, thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm living here on the West Coast in County Mayo.
Isn't that just gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, where did this idea come from? We talked about it in the opener. It was just to send to friends and family. Like, it was just, you know, it was just something to try and brighten up their day. Nothing that you would have thought would have been seen by millions of people across the world.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I could never have expected this. It did begin with just sending videos, friends and family. You know, it was the first lockdown this time last year, trying to stay in contact with each other. And yeah, sharing with friends and family, and then deciding to share it online. And wow, I could never expect it to go where it went.
Wow. And all of this as a result of not having work as an extracurricular teacher. So you had extra time, but you didn't even have social media accounts this time last year.
So this is it, yeah. I had never, you know, as a musician, it's not somewhere you expect on social media, a medium like music to work in that setting. But, you know, I thought to give it a go this time last year, and got a lot of encouragement from friends and family. And yeah, I took this music online, and in particular, it was people loving what I do myself anyway for fun, which is to play music outside my home here. And indeed, it was losing my job this time last year as a teacher when the schools closed. I had a lot of time on my hands, and I took this time with my cello outside to play music and share it with the world on social media.
Like, it's just seeing some of those clips. Like, you do live in such a beautiful part of the world, you know, and we talk about people staycationing at the minute as well. We are so fortunate to live in such a beautiful country. But I mean, what sort of messages have you had from people all over the world about, you know, the lovely County Mayo?
Yeah, well, you know, my heart has been filled, you know, has been warmed so much this year with the messages that I've received from people, you know, especially Irish people who are scattered around the world, you know, people in my own family. I'm from a big family of 7 children. We're scattered around and we haven't been able to see each other. But people have friends and family all over the world, and we've been trying to stay in contact. And I've received messages from people saying that seeing these images of home, of Ireland, and, you know, music, which is something that, you know, connects to the heart. People have sent me messages saying that this has really helped sustain them and given them strength through this difficult year. And, you know, it's been such a hard year, and we've been so many difficult things, but, you know, clinging on to those bits of beauty, and especially that bit of sense of home and connection to other people. I think people have got this from my videos, and yeah, they've sent me so many messages to say thank me for it, and it's really helped me this year as well to get through a difficult year.
Patrick, you do have to share all this attention, of course, with the scene stealer that is your dog, Naoise.
Indeed.
Does she like the music? Is she there?
Naoise! Oh, hello.
Here's the star
Naoise.
of the show.
Naoise.
What about the best behaved dog of all time?
Look at her.
She's the best. She's the best. Yeah, this is Naoise, and she's a big music fan, but mostly she's a fan of the outdoors. So, you know, anything that you go to do outside, she's there for you. And yeah, she's a rescue dog from the local rescue shelter here. And I've had her now. We've been together for 5 years, and she's a big part of the family. She's fantastic. But she's a big music fan.
Speaking of family, you are one of 7 children and all very musical. And your older siblings were given the violin to play initially, and then you were handed the cello. Tell us about that.
Yeah, indeed. So my father's a musician and we all play musical instruments. But the cello was the one that was given to me. You know, I was somewhere in the middle, and after a number of violins, they thought the cello would help to make the family ensemble a little sweeter sounding. And I was given the cello quite young, about 7, and I've played it ever since. It's a very special instrument to me. I think it really connects with the heart, the soul, the cello in a way that other instruments don't, and it's a very special the sound that it makes and the way it can really affect emotions and communicate, especially it being so like the human voice. It just has that place in your heart, for me especially.
Have you missed being able to play with the rest of your family, you know, on the violin? I know your dad, he plays the piano as well, but with the lockdown, it's difficult to be able to do that.
It's so hard, you know. It's impossible. Looking at videos of the Christmas before last Christmas we couldn't be together, and the Christmas before last we were all playing music together, all having a wonderful time, and you know, my family have recently shared some videos of that, and I couldn't believe that we were all doing that, because last year there was, of course, no Christmas meetup, no music happening, but we are dying to get back together, and we would love very much to be playing music together again, and we have been able to remotely. You know, as you said, my dad, he sends me recordings from where he is, him playing the piano, and I take these recordings outside and I play along to them in the videos that I share. And also with my sister, who's currently living in France, we've been doing some music together, and it's been wonderful to be able to do that. But to be together, you know, in the same room again playing music, I look forward to it so much.
And Patrick, you had a little baby daughter during lockdown as well. Do you play music to her? I presume music is going to be very important in her life going forward.
Yeah, so music is a great tool, especially if you're trying to relax and have the baby sleep. That's been the biggest part of my year, really, is the fact that my first child was born. My wife gave birth to a baby daughter, and it's been in what has been such a difficult year. It was like this shining light of happiness and hope in the center of it when she was born, which was so wonderful. And also, you know, it was waiting around for her birth and, you know, thinking about it, worrying about it, anticipating it. And with all this time at home, that really made me take to playing more music, because I wanted to fill those days and, you know, take my mind off things. But once she was born, it was the most spectacular thing. And she loves music, and I hope she will play someday, but she has many skills that she's picking up, new ones every day. She just recently started crawling around, so we're trying to get her head around that at the moment.
Absolutely, Patrick. And listen, the videos have just gone viral. They've gone all over the world. You've done interviews over in America and television in England, all over the place. I mean, what's next for you? Anything else coming up?
So some very exciting things coming up. I mean, I will be continuing throughout these lockdowns to share my music with the world, to try keep people uplifted at this difficult time. But I am recording at the moment, soon, next month, my very first album, which will be a live performance of my music that I'm playing at home, as I have been doing. So very similar to what I've been doing. You will hear the sounds of the Mayo countryside, my garden, the birds, especially at this time of year. And this will be, I'm going to record this outside, but I'm going to, for the first time, release it for streaming and on CD for people to be able to listen to whenever they want. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's very exciting. Brilliant stuff. Congratulations. All the best. I'm sure it'll be a bestseller.
And Patrick, you are going to treat us to a live performance. So we're going to give you a minute to get all set up there at your end. How are you getting on down there?
Are we ready to rock?
Yes, I'm delighted. I'm ready.
Lovely. Take it away.
Take it away.
So I'm going to play for you some Johann Sebastian Bach, the Bach Cello Suites, number 1.
loved it.